Boom.
You can make.
I just clicked it.
Oh,
We are live.
We are
how's it
live.
going?
Yes.
Round 2. We got
Round
Travel
two.
Man Dan and Jeremy Talks with Strangers, and
Talks to
we're so happy
strangers.
to be here. Yeah, Talks to Strangers. Tell me about your guys' channels right now, and we're gonna restart this whole live thing again. So, Jeremy, what is your channel all about?
My channel is all about talking to strangers around the world and being a powerhouse of more self-love and authentic human connection. I've traveled the world talking to locals of all cultures, and I want to inspire more people to judge less or challenge their judgment. And my goal literally is to bring humanity closer together, one person at a time. And that's what I do in my videos, where I interview random strangers on the streets. It kind of took a bit of a hold when COVID shut down the world. However, I continued through video chatting with someone in every country in the world. Started like a global platform called Join Team Human recently, and we put on socials, which you went to last one.
Yeah, we had a good time.
We had over 15 different countries there.
Wow.
And Dan, what is your channel all about?
Well, Travel Man Dan is all about travel, food, and people. And I got a couple of different shows. I guess probably there's no real way to kind of word it. It's more of the Danny Soleil channel with the Travel Man Dan show, with the Food Friday show, with the weekly beer and video show where I talk about beer and have fun. And then I also added, because of COVID, I kind of added another show called Reading Man Dan, where I read children's books and Dr. Seuss. And it's just a kind of a collaboration and a creative way for me to kind of stay in front of a camera, be creative, and, show myself as an artist, I guess.
And you guys both have lived in Asia for a good amount of time. Like you, Dan, have been living in China for many years, correct?
Yeah, I lived in China for about a little bit over 6 years. And then I still go back all the time for work. I work as an actor in Chinese movies and television shows and stuff. So I go back for periods like 2-3 months at a time.
Wow.
And then, Jeremy, you lived in Taiwan for quite a few months this year, and you came back because of COVID, correct?
Correct. I was in Taiwan for 4 months. I planned to do minimum a year to really get my YouTube going and teaching and starting my own business and books, etc. And then came out early because of COVID. Yeah.
And my channel is mostly about food, culture, and just going different places around the world and experiencing what you actually need to go through, like different hotels, like what is the best deals and everything. So my channel is kind of teaching people how to travel and showing people the basics on what you do and you don't do when you go to a new country. And yeah, I mean, I've been living in Beijing for 9 years up until COVID time. And then I decided to leave and go to Indonesia. And then I flew back to the United States because Indonesia got a lot of COVID at that time back in April and March. There was a lot of COVID there. So yeah, I'm in here in the United States for right now, and I'm just glad to be here. It's just good to be staying healthy here.
Cool.
Yeah, that's important. And both your channels sound great. It's really cool. And Bert, thanks for setting this up and bringing us together. I think it's really cool that we're all from different walks of life and whatever, but we all have something in common and some similarity with our channels and our love for travel and people and culture around the world. I think that's really great. And great to be here. And thank you.
Yeah, so we're here to try some of these really interesting beers. Today I've got a coffee, peanut butter, and cups beer. It's a coffee, peanut butter, cups beer. It's a porter. It's going to be a nice caffeine kick for me because today I'm going to be editing a video. What are your guys' beers?
Go ahead, Jeremy.
I'll go next. I got a Peach Bomb by Full Circle Brewing here in Fresno, California. This is a 8.5% beer, double IPA. I've never had it, and the guy at the store highly recommended it. I don't know if you can see it.
My beer you can buy at Trader Joe's. It's made in Wisconsin, and it just looked really unique to me, so I just wanted to feature it in this video.
What's the brewery?
The brewery is, let's see here. Campanology Brewing.
I'm pouring my beer.
All right, go for it.
Here we
Let me tell
go.
you guys what I'm drinking. I'm drinking from the New Belgium Brewing Company. This amazing can of Higher Plane IPA. It's one of their hazy IPAs. It's got a really bitchin' kind of cover of this crazy skull that they use, and he's got some sweet glasses on. Looks like he's floating and levitating, some kind of higher plane. It's another strong beer. It's an 8.5%. Hazy IPAs are really delicious. They're kind of like the trend within the last few years. They've grown from craft beers now to a whole nother side of craft beer. And yeah, I'm with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and crack it with you guys.
Oh, it smells good.
I always use the trusty Travel Man Dan mug. And let's go ahead.
Trusty Travel Man Dan. It's all over.
I'm going to give you guys a good look at this.
Ooh, that looks the best.
You know, the thing about hazy is, ooh, yeah, yours is a little bit of hazy too, Jeremy. That's nice. Really cloudy, really fun, good stuff.
Woo, that is, woo.
My beer has got some lactose in it, so it's a very milky, creamy kind of beer. I'm guessing I have never tried this one, so I'm really excited to have it for the first time.
Yeah, you know the thing about hazy IPAs is that's what they go ahead and add to the IPA. They add lactose sugar to it, so it gives it that cloudy look. And I love this about the IPA. I'm not sure if yours the IPA, Jeremy, but it's always got this weird little vortex of like dark tunnel kind of underneath it, inside of it. And yeah, cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Guys, let's give it a try, and we're gonna mine.
So like really good peach.
All right. Hell yeah.
So who should go first on the kind of describing their beer?
I'll go.
Okay.
Get it, Travel Man Dan.
All right. So, you know, when I first took a sip of it, you can see that the carbonation is, well, it's kind of low on this beer. I don't know if it has something to do with the filtration process that goes on with the hazy IPAs, but you got that weird vortex that I was talking about, that darkened middle, if you will, like an upside down pyramid going on. Good head on this, so the carbonation does foam up a little bit. And then this hazy IPA, boy, it's got a sweet taste to it. Some of the IPAs are more of a hoppy, kind of piney, but this has got more of a sweetness, almost like a grapefruit and that citric flavor. Really nice, delicious. And, well, I'm going to go in for another sip, and you guys tell me about your beer.
That's a good plan. My beer is really strong. It's got that dark kind of toffee flavor, like the toffee kind of oh wait.
Hello.
Did you just do that, Jeremy? Oh, that's funny. Anyways, yeah, like this has got kind of a toffee flavor. It's got a lot of coffee notes to it, and it's just got that peanut butter kick with that chocolatey after notes, and it's a very sweet beer. It's definitely not a beer you want if it's really sunny out, because it's 9% alcohol. It will dehydrate you, but it's good beer to keep you going on that like strong caffeine buzz. Plus, you know, that kick of 9% alcohol is just really pretty strong. But yeah, it's a good beer overall. It's a porter. It's got that creaminess from the lactose. It's a good overall beer.
1 to 10, what do you give it? What do you give it, Bert?
I give this one, you know, considering what it is, it's not some wimpy, like a light beer that you enjoy in the sun. It's made to enjoy like in the wintertime typically. I mean, this is a really thick beer. So I would give it like a 7 to maybe a 7.5. Like for what it is, it's just a little bit too sweet for me. But honestly, it's good. It is really good. I would recommend anyone to get this. Maybe it's an 8. It's pushing an 8 possibly.
Nice. Very nice.
And
It's like you just came off of a boat and you're like, "Arr, matey, I need to get myself a nice porter." You know, and you pull up to that bar and like that really, it's like good during the winter almost.
Yeah, and it's got that peanut butter cups flavor. It totally, now this is my second sip, and it's got that peanut butter strongness. Like, it's good. It is really good. I think for what it is, it only costs like $3.99 for this big bottle, and it's 9%. Nice. So you really get a good value at Trader Joe's, honestly, and definitely pick it up for that price. I think you can get it at any Trader Joe's. It's made in Wisconsin. And Campainology is the name of the brewing company. Wisconsin.
Beautiful.
So for
Yeah.
$3.99, you can get hammered on 9% coffee or peanut butter.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. No,
Very
that's
cool.
for sure.
Drunk 99. What a deal.
Yeah. Oh,
And
hey,
what about you, Jeremy? What's your beer kind of like? What would you say your beer?
I like messing with these for some reason. All right. Oh, so check it out. Right here, I have the peach bomb. As you can see, there's a peach, and you can see the wick, like they're about to explode the peach. See that?
It is a
Boom.
peach. I
Yeah,
thought it was somebody. I thought it was an ass, and somebody was mooning somebody.
No, so yeah, and then it's as you can see, it's a double New England IPA, 8.5%, so it's not messing around either. And it's from as I said, it's called Full Circle in Fresno, California.
Very nice.
Really, really, really nice peach potpourri to it. It's like almost like a mix between a cider and an IPA all in one. It's a high alcohol percentage.
I mean, 8.5%. It can really do some damage. I mean, it's definitely, it can creep up on you.
Hey,
you
hold
know?
on. Do some love, Bert. Why? Do some love.
Yeah.
Do some what?
Love. It's all connotation, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, cheers, guys.
Cheers, you guys.
Kampe.
Yeah, Kampe.
Kampe.
Our first beer review together.
And so, Dan, tell me about the times when you've acted in a set in Beijing. What kinds of like problems did you guys have, or kinds of complications you had when you went to these like desolate locations in the middle of nowhere?
Well, you know, the thing is I was always under the impression that it was a dream of mine that I was living. Like, I really wanted to go there. Years ago, I used to tell my friends all the time, "Hey guys, I'm gonna quit everything here, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna be the white guy in Chinese movies that gets his ass kicked." And they were all like, "Yeah, sure you are, Ben. Yeah, I'll say it." So for me, although the conditions in China were much different than here in Hollywood, you know, the studios are very different in the travel and the language barrier and just the conditions of being out there. They were rough, man. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, they weren't, and anybody that's acted in foreign films will tell you the same thing. They're not on par with the Western world, especially here in Los Angeles, where I'm in the freaking Mecca. I mean, you got craft services, which is like a whole like cart or table or something with graham crackers and cookies and gummy bears and bubble gums and every kind of sugary watermelon thing. And I mean, nobody needs this shit, right? And they got overboard. They got usually a guy making coffee and all kinds of crazy stuff. In China, they got like this huge, giant, hot thing of water that you can go and fill up, and you can get a cup of tea if you have tea.
Or make ramen noodles, or make just about anything.
The conditions in terms of that were not on par or equal. But I feel like that for me, it was always a dream. So like, don't complain. Don't be a whiner, because the thing is you meet a lot of people like that in China. I had a lot of interactions with that, with other foreign actors that were never actors. I was an actor before I moved to China. Okay, a lot of people in China, they're over there teaching English. They're practicing martial arts, some type of kung fu. They may be there for business and they marry somebody. For whatever reason, it's just because they got white skin. They might be from Belgium, they might be from the United States, but they don't have any acting experience. And they used to just bitch and complain about everything over there. And I always felt like it was a blessing. Although things were much different over there,
yeah,
the studios were much different. When it came down to the camera and the lights and, you know, the ability to do it, I was happy with it. And you're going to catch me complaining. I think the main thing is you got to understand China has its own film industry, and the stories and all the movies and the TV shows, they're written for Chinese people. You're just a player in that. So, you know, that's how I kind of felt. I enjoyed every day of it, man.
For you, Jeremy, what is your most fun experience living in Taiwan for those couple months you were there?
Wow, I had so many. First off, this is really exciting. Like a lot of A lot of my channel and what I do right now is around mental health and self-improvement. So I do a lot of like tips and tricks for having better mental health. And speaking of mental health, when I first moved to Taiwan, I was going through a very, very hard time. It's a very raw experience moving across, the world, not having. I literally, when I first got there, I had 0 friends, and it was one of these like weird experiences where it's like, oh, people kind of just went on with their lives. But
Hey,
so
Jeremy, I'm hearing a crackling. Are you hearing the crackling?
yeah,
You're also hearing it too. I don't know where it's coming from. It's a really strong crackling sound. It's really, I wonder what it is. I just don't know. Do you think it could be you?
it stopped. Wait,
Oh, it went back again. Huh. I hope that we can figure it out fast. But anyways, let's go. Keep on going, I think. Yeah, so what was your...
Yeah, just go back to your question as far as cool experiences. Is I was in Taiwan and I was like, I'm gonna get out of my head and just go on a bike ride, and so I did, and I just went on a bike ride. It was during the Chinese New Year, and they were celebrating at a Taoist temple, and I looked over. I was very curious on how they're celebrating the Chinese New Year at the Taoist temple, and I'm looking, just kind of being a fly in the wall, and this Taiwanese lady comes right up to me, and she's like, "Was everything okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, I just think it's really cool what you all are doing." And she's like, "Do you want to join us?" And I'm like, "Yes."
That's awesome.
So for hours, I joined them in celebrating the Chinese New Year, and she explained everything they were doing and like the background and the stories and everything. And it was one of those experiences I'll never forget. And then later on, she's like, "Yeah, my dad is like a big builder here in Taiwan. He built some of the big like skyscrapers and buildings, and he built his dream house on top of a mountain, and right overlooking 2 of the islands of Taiwan, Orchid Island and Green Island." And it is Travel Man Dan. It's yours. It's yours.
It's you.
It's you.
Hey, what am I doing?
Nothing. It's just it's making a noise. So like, if we mute you, we don't have the noise.
So when he's not talking, how about we'll put him on mute? Perfect.
No, I still hear it.
Oh, you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird crackling noise. If I turn your speaker off or your microphone off, we can't hear it anymore. So right now we cannot hear it.
All right, let's continue.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, it's okay.
This lady, let's put him on mute while I'm talking.
Wait, we're just gonna put you on mute. Oh, we'll bring you back soon. We'll bring you back.
No. Good. Okay. So anyway, she's like, "Hey, if you want to come, we're gonna go to my dad's dream house that he built on top of a mountain. Like his builders built the road. The address is 1, and it's right above an Aboriginal village. And I did it. And we went, and it is in the Dawu Township next to Kenting, a little further than Kenting, almost to Taidong. And It was remarkable. I hung out with some Aboriginals, and we had like some of the best tea in the world, and there's a view of like all the islands, and it was an unbelievable experience.
That's great. And Dan, you have been to Taiwan, right?
I've never been to Taiwan. No.
Oh, Travel Man Dan.
Yeah. I know, it's the one. Well, let's see, that one in Korea, and I went to a lot of places in Asia, but I never went to Taiwan, and I'm a little pissed about it because I love baseball, and I know Taiwanese baseball is pretty competitive. I was hoping to go over there, but it didn't work out. But maybe it's probably best because when I was living in China, I wasn't doing any YouTube. I had not made one video or anything. I never, I was just kind of doing my thing. So it wasn't until I came home, was here for a few months, and then, "Hey, what's up, Travel Eats? How we doing?" And,
that's cool.
And yeah, it wasn't until I went back. I was on a TV show in Iceland that I started YouTube. So I'm glad that I didn't go to Taiwan, but I'm pissed that I film anything in all the other countries.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, I've been traveling for 9 years. So, I mean, I just started YouTube a year and a half ago, and I decided, like, to actually document my experiences, but I had no idea what I was doing. So I bought a phone at first, like just a smartphone in China, thinking that I could make my videos with that. But eventually I realized I can't really do everything I want to do with a phone. So I got a camera.
Yeah.
So I first started with a G7 camera, and I had a gimbal and a microphone, and then I moved up to a GH5, and now I'm just filming with that. So it's it's just been a cycle, learning
Just
new
went mute
things.
again.
Oh, what? It's okay. No, it's fine. The sound is good. You went mute?
Good.
Oh,
We
no.
hear you. No, not again. Travel Man Dan. I love saying his name.
I love Travel Man. Hey, puppy.
Travel Man
Travel
Dan.
Man is all messed up. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. But
We hear you. We hear you now.
it's,
We hear you.
We got this dog. We got this puppy right here. She's a very cute
Part
Ewok dog.
Ewok.
Yeah. We can hear you, Dan. Can you hear us? Can you hear us? We hear you. Or I guess not.
I
you hear
can't
us?
hear you guys at all.
Strong,
we-
Travel Man
We hear
Dan.
you. We hear you.
I don't know. I think you gave me the Fugazi version. I got
Oh,
the
no.
fake version. I know, it's so weird. I have no idea what's going on. Here's what we'll do. Hey, I know. It sucks, man. I want to hear what you guys are saying. I want to be a part of this. I'll go ahead and slam this. You guys can do it, and then we'll pick it up next time, you know.
Okay. That sounds
we can
good.
work out the kinks and stuff like that. I got to be honest with you. I'm shot. I love hanging out with you guys. Learn, you know, talking with you. And we'll get more in depth of it. But I can't hear anything
Okay.
that's going on.
That's
I'm gonna
fine.
slam this,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
This is for you.
Cheers, fellas. If you get a chance, the Higher Plane IPA, delicious, 8.5% New Belgium brewing. I'm going to give it a good score of an 8. Really clean, refreshing, hazy IPA. Guys, it really sucks. I'd love to hang out, but thank you so much. Jeremy, it's really nice to meet you. We'll work out the kinks, get back onto it next week. Bert, thank you so much. Looking forward to the future.
I'll see you next week.
And I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Okay. Sounds good, Dan. Talk to you later.
Travel Man Dan, remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.
Yeah.
Go check out Travel Man Dan's channel because